I'm Kim Bogan. I'm the youth director here at All-Star Lanes. Today was our first official day of matches for our new summer session. We have a total of 18 teams, and that is divided into 3 groups. It is minors, majors, and all-stars. The minors and majors are based on age, and the all-stars, we take our top 24 averages, and that makes the all-stars. We also have our bumper league, and we have 8 kids in our bumpers. Today we're going to talk to a couple of our bowlers. One is brand new to the Saturday program, and one has been bowling for quite a while. And we are going to talk about spares. Everyone wants to get strikes, but spares win matches. So Coach Jerry is going to talk about spares today. Hope you enjoy the show. Hi, I have Josh Green here, and he is going to be a senior, and I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about himself.
Well, obviously my name is Joshua Green. I've been bowling for about 2 to 3 years, and I started bowling in the Saturday League, and then I started bowling sport shot, and I've been improving ever since.
So tell us a little bit about the sport shot. What is the difference between a house shot and a sport shot, the way you play the lanes?
Well, a house shot, it has hook to the right and hold to the left, so it's much higher scoring than a sport shot. Sport shots, they don't really have any like free room, I guess you could say. So you have to be very accurate and precise, and you have to be able to repeat shots because sport shots are not forgiving.
Okay. And okay, so you bowl in a lot of different leagues and tournaments.
Yeah.
We bowl in this, and we have the Baker games, and then you bowl in what we call a traditional league, and then you also bowl tournaments. What do you like about each different format?
Tournaments, I like that it's just you don't bowl against anybody during your matches. You just bowl, and then whoever has the highest score, you either go to the step ladder or it's just total pins. And then I like the Baker format because you have to it's a team sport instead of just personal. And so you really have to make sure that you feed off your teammates and make your spares so that you don't have any open frames. I bowl a tour called SSJBA, where we go all around the South and go to different centers and bowl on different sport patterns. And the first day is just qualifying, and then the second day you bowl match play. And I like match play because you're actually bowling against someone, so you know you have to bowl your best and not just be able to throw a low game and then recover, because you're bowling against somebody, and they're gonna if they bowl higher than you, then they get extra pins, and you can't miss out on those extra pins or you're not gonna win.
And now you're going to the Junior Gold Tournament in Detroit in a couple weeks, about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And this is your second year to go?
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that tournament. That's kind of the Ooh La La tournament for youth bowling.
That's the whole country, and so there's a couple side tournaments that you can bowl too, but the main tournament is 4 days of qualifying on 4 different patterns, and if you make it to the final advancers round, I believe it's match play up until the TV finals. And the TV finals is bowling against somebody on TV, and it's 2-game total pinfall. So if you bowl bad your first game, you can still bowl really well the second game and still win. And I just think it's a lot more competitive than normal tournaments, because obviously it's the biggest tournament in the country.
And college scouts are there, so this is a good way to meet different coaches from different schools and look at their colleges.
Yeah.
And do you have I know you want to go to college and bowl. Do you have is there any colleges you're looking at?
Yeah, there's There's a school in Atlanta called SCAD, and they have a really good bowling program. It's just, I'm not sure what I would major in going there because I either want to do engineering or business, and they have neither. So it's kind of hard finding a school that has both engineering and men's bowling, since men's bowling isn't considered an NCAA sport because of Title IX, and so I might just have to settle for a smaller degree like business or something, so that I can have a good school with a good bowling program.
And one day you'd like to bowl on the PBA tour?
Yeah. I'm not sure how you get on to the PBA tour. I think you just pay a membership, but that's definitely something that I would want to do.
Very good. And now your high game, now remember, he's only bowled for 2 years and he is just phenomenal. What's your high game?
It's a 278 in competition and a 279 in practice.
Very good. And we expect really good things from you, and good luck at Junior Gold this year.
Thanks.
Hi, this is Jerry Kennard. I'm one of the coaches here at All-Star Lanes on Saturday mornings. I coach the All-Star kids. I've been bowling myself about 45 years, been coaching here about 13. We'd like to take time to talk about spare making with the kids. You can ask any bowler in the leagues, old, young. The most important part of scoring in a game is knowing how to make your spares. Strikes will come, but spares are so important. There are multiple ways to make spares, but you need to find one that fits you the best. The way to make these spares is to concentrate on using the arrows and the dots on the approaches. You'll find that there's something that works for you and maybe not someone else, but if you can find your spare target on the lane, you can make those spares consistently. A good thing to do if you really are taking bowling seriously is to get yourself a spare ball. Many strike balls are used for strikes. They hook more or they react more, so it's hard to keep a ball on line for spares using something that hooks. A lot of these spare balls are pretty cheap, somewhere around $75 to $100. You can pick up a spare ball. Most of them are made out of plastic, so when you use a spare ball, it won't hook as much and it'll stay on line to exactly where you're throwing the ball at. Many people nowadays shoot spares directly, especially when there's one pin left. You'll use a straight shot at the spare. I've seen a lot of people use angles to shoot a cross lane. Personally, I prefer shooting cross lane for both sets of spares. You have the left side spares and the right side spares. Normally a spare game is where you cross and use the whole lane to shoot across the lane. Again, if you use a plastic ball, you'll be able to keep that ball on target with that spare. But you got to remember, you always have to hit the front pin in a spare to convert that spare. Usually they call that the key pin. Whatever you have left that's closest to you, that's going to be the pin you need to touch. I hope this tip was helpful and look forward to seeing a lot of spares out there.
I have Preston with me right now, and tell me how long you've been bowling.
I've been bowling for 2 years.
Okay, now you've been bowling for a while and you're a really good bowler, but this is the first time you've bowled on Saturdays, and it's a little different format than you're used to. Do you like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. What do you like about this format over the traditional league format that you normally bowl in?
I just liked it.
You like it? Okay. And now you bowl with a two-handed approach.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you always done that, or did you switch?
I switched.
Okay, what made you decide to switch?
I saw other people scoring very well.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about what a two-handed approach is.
Basically, you just put your 2 fingers in the ball, and then you just roll it.
You just throw it? Very good. So you're in what grade?
8th.
8th grade? So next year, not next year, but the year after, you'll go to high school. What high school are you going to?
Dutchtown High School.
Oh, so you're going to be on the bowling team?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. They would be very lucky to have you. What's your high game of bowling?
250.
250, wow. And are you competitive? You like to win?
Yes, ma'am.
You like the team aspect of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you play any other sports?
No, ma'am.
Just bowling? Very good. What has bowling taught you in the 2 years you've been bowling?
That it's safer than other sports and you learn from your mistakes.
Very good. Well, we appreciate you talking with us today. And
Thank you.
All-Star Youth Highlights is sponsored by Exceptional Canines, www.exceptionalcanines.com, specializing in family dog training.